Do women who make more write off guys who don't? Do I need to spend more money on dates? I don't have enough exact data on it, but like, people are people, man. There are people who are affluent who don't care that much about you needing to be of the same status. And there are people who are affluent who really care about money. And they're so obsessed with material possessions and status that they're only going to focus on people that align with that. So if that's the case, it's about you. It's about who do you want to be in your relationships and what kind of relationship do you want to have. For me, even if I make good money, I want a woman who appreciates the value of money. I come from foreign parents. I know they struggled. I look at the world and I see how many people are struggling. And for me, blowing mass amounts of money on ridiculously expensive designer clothes or just overspending on a bunch of things that we don't need is just not conducive to who I want. It's just not the lifestyle that I'm interested in. That doesn't mean I'm cheap. I love going out on great vacations. I like going out to nice restaurants, and I'll invest in experiences, but I don't buy monetary things like material possessions and blow my money on crazy stuff. I'm not going to be like, cool, here's a t-shirt by Supreme. It's $1,000. Let me buy that because I want people to know that I'm really cool. So ask yourself, if you were to date this woman, what would you like your relationship to be? If you want to be the ATM guy and you want to be a guy who has to like constantly dress up nicest, give her the best experiences, show her how much money you're willing to spend, then that's for you, man, and go ahead and do that. But you have to set the expectations you want, because that's where either somebody's going to say, this is his boundaries, and if I want him, I have to accept that and work within that, and people will actually respect your boundaries more. Or they'll say, cool, this isn't what I'm looking for. Let me move on to the next person. If I was talking to a really affluent woman and she's like, sorry, I only go to like Michelin star restaurants, like you can't take me out somewhere better than this, on a second date with somebody I don't know, or she's implying we need to pay for like this big experience somewhere, it ain't me, man. Because what she cares about more is monetary value than actually getting to know somebody and connect with them. And that's fine if she wants that, but that's not a dynamic I want. I don't want money to be the only thing, because once that runs out, or once you don't provide that, usually those women run out. I want a person to fall in love with me, and I'll tell them, hey, listen, I'm willing to eventually, when I get a partner or get closer with somebody, I'm happy to pay for like some good nights out and have some experiences, but I also like to do things that are just outdoorsy and fun and cook at home and balance that out. And that's the way I like to live my life. It always goes back to what you want, man, because once you go down the rabbit hole, it's hard to go back. I know many guys were like, I'm dating a woman who's really dated a lot of rich guys, so I have to like spend a lot of money, and they shower with gifts, they give her all this stuff, they take her on vacation, blah, 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 blah. And the woman falls in love with what they offer rather than who they are. And once they're like, damn, this is costing me a lot and I can't do this, and they try to back it down, they've already dug their hole, and the woman's like, what's going on? I thought we were going to be this type of relationship. They start getting resentful, and it usually blows up the situation.